All right, here we go. We're live on YouTube. Got that up and going. Getting get some people. All right, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
All right, great. I apologize for last week. I was really kind of feeling that my last bout with COVID. I think I've had every version of COVID that has come out. This is like my fifth time going around with COVID. Fortunately, though, all four of the times after my initial time have been very light. The first time I was in trouble. I mean, it really took its toll on me. I mean, I was literally feeling the effects of it for almost 8-9 months. So it took its toll on me. I mean, I literally had COVID for like 10 weeks. So, it had me down. I mean, there was at one point when I was bedridden and I literally couldn't breathe, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. My whole body ached. I literally couldn't get out of bed for almost a week, but I got through it. Got vaccinated, got my boosters. So this last time I had it, it wasn't really that bad. It just I had a little bit of shortness of breath and felt really fatigued. So I was, kind of running slow all day doing my days and stuff. So, but now it seems like I'm back. I just had another test done. I've had 3 tests done now, and all negative. So no COVID. Like that Plaxivir, whatever that new drug they got that the president had. Y'all know y'all can get that free. Also, too, if you come down with COVID, you get tested and you show a positive test, you can request the what is called Plaxivir. There's a pill you take 3 times a day. You take 3 pills twice a day for 3 days. Yeah, okay, 3 pills twice a day for 3 days. So you take that, and that pretty much kind of keeps your body from developing any type of major symptoms or anything like that. It's designed to keep you out of the hospital and keep you from dying from COVID is what it's supposed to be. But it only really works if you have been vaccinated. So I'm not here to try and push vaccination or anything like that. I'm just telling you all, I got through it, and that's what helped. So I'm back. I'm rejuvenated, and I want to give a shout out to our newest RBBS Logistics Learning Centers owners. Ms. Barbara Caldwell got her RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and hers is the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers Roman numeral 2. And then today, Miss Jen Williams got her RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. And so hers is the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers Roman numeral 3. So I want to give a shout out to both those. Ms. Caldwell, I checked on your domain email address. It has not been activated yet, but it should be activated here within no later than tomorrow morning. I'm going to check on again tonight to see where they're at on getting it completely activated. But it has been done. It just hasn't activated yet. Your toll-free number, we know that's working. I've completed doing your 3 websites. I've got to transfer the ownership to the Easily site over to you tonight. So I got a little bit more work to do on that one, and I'll transfer the ownership of that one over to you tonight. The other 2 have already been transferred. I don't know if you've accepted the transfer yet, but those 2 have been transferred, and I am completing your domain email addresses for all 3 of your websites. So all 3 of your websites should have their own domain, not email addresses, the domain name.
Dad.
Who is this? All right, whoever it is that's got their mic open, mute your mic. Thank you. But I should have your domain names, your website address is ready for all three of your websites, and you know it's gonna be very simple domains like the RBBS LLC 2.com or whatever the case may be, but it's gonna be an actual domain name. So I have those up and ready for you. Hopefully tonight I should have all that done. And Miss Jean Williams, I'm working on hers, getting her stuff done. I should have hers done no later than Monday. Have everything ready for her on Monday. And then all we have to wait for both of you all is you all to get your legal entity, your LLC, sole proprietorship, or however you're going to register your business. We also need to get you also need to get your EIN number and your business bank account. Once that's done, then we can move into the phase of going ahead and getting your Square account set up, and then setting up your Square store. So we have all your links in it. So then you can go ahead and officially start marketing your RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and making money. So let's get that done, okay? And of course, our RBBS Logistics Learning Centers owners meetings are going to be every Monday night from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is for owners of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. For those of you who want to know how you can become an owner of your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, I'm going to be sharing the link with you all later on tonight on the presentation. You all can go in, you all can check out the complete presentation and decide if that's what you want to do. The presentation is also on our websites, our main website, and the link is on your back office site, your mydispatcher.org site. So I'll show you all where that is too before the night is over. All right, now I'm going to start my recording. Start my recording. All right, good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network. Tonight is Thursday night. It is 7:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it is time for How to Dispatch series. And tonight we are starting over from the beginning because last week we completed with invoicing, how to get paid, which is the 7th step in the 7-step series. So tonight we are back at the beginning. Compliance, what type of equipment you need, what makes a dispatcher legal, what are some of the attributes and characteristics that you're going to need to exemplify to become successful dispatchers. So that's what we're doing tonight. So we're going to go over what type of equipment you're going to need, compliance, what makes you legal, and we're going to answer the question, is dispatching legal? We're going to go over all that tonight, and we're also going to go over some of the attributes and things that you're going to need to possess, skill sets, things that you're going to need to possess to be a successful dispatcher. So tonight is compliance. That good old French vanilla coffee, I love it. I just can't seem to function without it. All right, we have a couple of new people here tonight. Alicia Johnson, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. I know you just joined the platform not long ago. And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, glad to have you here. And you were saying?
Oh yeah, yes, I'm glad to be here. Yes, glad to be here. And hi, everybody.
All right. That's Miss Alicia Johnson. She just joined the platform. Was it this morning?
Yes.
I think it was this morning. Yeah, it was early this morning. So welcome. Glad to have you. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me start sharing my screen with everybody here. Going to get started. All right. As you all know, our back office site is at mydispatcher.org. This is our back office site. This is the home page to it. This is mydispatcher.org. Now, when you access this site, this is where you all are going to go to access all your back office tools, resources, your training, and your support. Everything that you're going to need is going to be from this back office site. Now, when you come to the main page, you'll notice the first 1, 2, 3 pages up here are all accessible without you logging in. Okay, this just basically tells about what we do, who we are, a link to our private consultation, if anybody wants to schedule a private consultation. And then you have this more button over here. Now, this more button, that is your secure back office site. No one gets into that area without having a login, okay? Now, we have a lot of people who try to access our back office site. I've got in my Wix site right now, our monitoring site, we have more than 1,100 pending back office site access requests. Those are all people who have tried to access our back office site, but they are not enrolled into our platform. So that gives you kind of an idea of how popular we are as far as our videos. So people are looking at our videos, they're saying, oh, I want to get into that back office. And they keep trying to get to the back office, but then they haven't enrolled yet. We send them out some information for them to enroll, but we've got over 1,100 people who have wanted to access our back office site, but they're not enrolled and they have not enrolled yet. So that's just a little hint for you people who are thinking about getting your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. It's just a hint on where you can go to get access to a lot of prospects to market to. Okay, that's just one of the ways that we get new people coming to our site. When they click to try and get to the back office, we check to see if they're enrolled. If they're not enrolled, then we send them some type of advertisement about what we do, what we offer, what they get, and let them know that they can only access those back office tools, resources, and all that stuff that they see us do on the video. They can't access that, get those access to those 100 load boards, access to those 19 million plus shippers, access to our logistics library, access to our, all the great stuff that we offer, our, documents, contracts, agreement form, dispatch agreement, carrier profile form, brokers list, shippers list, all that stuff. They can only get access to that if they enroll. Okay? I mean, we give away the free knowledge on the videos, but the real meat of who we are and what we do is in the tools and resources. Okay? Because it saves you all money. On average, $300 to $400 per month. Because if you didn't have access to all this stuff that we give you in the back office site, you have to pay for that stuff yourself. And that stuff costs money. Okay? All right. Now, as I mentioned before, on the very first page of this, if you all want to know about how to get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, you can access that information here. It's on the very first page of your back office site at mydispatcher.org. Just scroll down, and it goes down here and tells you right here. Now you can own your very own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Click here for detailed presentation. Okay, you just click that, and that'll take you over to the detailed presentation where you all can view the presentation, and you can make a decision if you think that this is something that you might want to invest in. And go ahead and get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center, where everything that you generate from your RBBS Logistics Learning Center, that money goes into your Square account, goes into your bank account, and then you pay me at the end of the month my royalty percentage. So in other words, all the money goes to you, and then you pay me at the end of the month. That's different. I know. A lot of people say, well, you kind of flipped the script there. Yes, I did. But I realized that in order for this company to grow to its real potential, I had to give up a lot of the control and a lot of the revenue and the business side of it. Because, look, and I'm gonna be honest with you, over the last 3 years, this has started to wear me down, running everything by myself. So I am looking to let people get their own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. They handle the business side. I just want to be trained. I love training. That's what I like to do. I just want to train. So I will continue to do training, and you all can get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. You can run the business side of it. You can make all the money and pay me my little 5, 10, 20, or 40%, depends on which trademark level you come in at the end of each month. Okay, so that's how it works. But if you want to read the entire breakdown, the entire presentation, it's all right here. Just click right there where it says click here for a detailed presentation. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to my people over here on YouTube. Copy that, and let's go to my YouTube channel and go ahead and put that on the link there so they'll have that. Then we can get started with training. Give me just a second. My channel. There we are, live. Come on, open up here. There we go. Let me put that out and go ahead and put this in here. This is for those of you who want to go and take a look at that presentation. You want to look at that right there. There it is. All right. Where are we at here? Go back. All right. There's the live presentation. Go to my. All right. There we are right there. All right. And also, let me put this up for you all in the chat in case you all want to go directly to it. I'm putting it in the chat right now. All of you all can see that in the chat. There it is. It just popped up in your chat box. All right. All right. So as I mentioned before, when you go to your back office site, mydispatcher.org, over here in the more section, once you've got your login and you've been approved to access your back office, this is when you can access your tools and resources. We have a video library. We have a logistics library. That network support and chat room, that's still an active chat room, but we have a new chat room on Clubhouse. And when you all got your new members welcome packet, you got a link that invites you to join Clubhouse. Okay, click that link and go and join our Clubhouse, and then everybody who's part of our Clubhouse membership can go in and start a conversation, about trucking, about freight. You can ask a question, and then other people who are part of that Clubhouse group, they will get your text on their app, on their phone, and then they can join in to that conversation. Okay, that's a much better platform to do these live chats because you're not just typing. You can actually talk and you hear each other. Everybody can, you can converse with each other, you can talk and you can hear each other. And I really like that platform. Okay. And of course, you can access your weekly training. This is when you go to access all your schedule for training that we have. So it's all right here. Monday nights franchise training is going to change to trademark owners training. So we're changing that because we're canceling out the franchise and now we have the trademark. So that's changing to the trademark owners training. The trademark is a much better opportunity. And then because we have our live training on Thursday nights, and we have our Saturday trainings for brokers, the Brokers Hour on 10:15 a.m. on Saturdays. And we have a new training platform, which is for truck drivers, for owner operators, but that is on our vocational school site, okay, which is going to be this site over here. Our vocational school site is this one right here, the RBBSLLC.com, okay? And over here, we have our new training platform, How to Run a Truck. Go ahead and click my little log in there, get into the back office of that. And How to Run a Truck, there it is right there. Owner operators, welcome to your back office. This is for owner operators. They have a back office just like you all have one too. And we have this training on Sunday nights at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is only for owner operators. It's not for dispatching, just for owner operators. I noticed that there was no training that taught owner operators how to run a truck, how to make more money, how to get more home time, how to locate dedicated lanes. You see a lot of owner operators, first-time owner operators talking about, well, how do you find this? How do you do that? Where's all the good freight at and all this other stuff? And I realized that you got a large turnover of when new owner operators come into the business, within a year or two, they're gone because they don't know how to run a truck, okay? Truck driver school taught them how to drive a truck, but no one is teaching these people how to run a truck. So until now, we are the one and only training platform that teaches owner operators how to make their trucks profitable, how to earn $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000 yearly, and get more home time at the same time. Okay, so this is our new training platform, How to Run a Truck. They got their own line of videos, how to identify and create your own high-paying dedicated lanes. They have their own. We give them access to about 5 or 6 load boards that I've identified that has most of the dedicated freight and good paying freight, and like Warner has a lot of power only freight and stuff like this. Now, you all have access to all these load boards too, and more. They have access to just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you all have access to more than 100. But you all also have these as well. Okay. And we have the on our tools with their calculator, their truck profitability, the truck profit calculator, their lane rate calculator, their shippers list, their brokers list. So they have their tools and resources too as well. So that's our new training platform that we just introduced here in the last month, and it's doing fairly well, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get back to our training for tonight, which is now getting to you back off tools and resources. So this is the first video, so I'm showing you all how to access all your back office tools and resources. All right, before you start going into your back office and clicking on everything, here's what I want y'all to do. Watch this video first. There's a reason why it's at the top that says start with this video. Okay, that is a private consultation that I did with one of my students a while back, showing them where everything is in the back office, how everything works, when everything is full. It's a good way to figure out how to navigate the back office. I need to do a new one because we've updated some stuff. So as soon as I find the time, I get some of these trademarks out and people get their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. I can take a back seat to the actual business side of this, and I can concentrate on doing more training stuff. And I will update this once I get about 9 or 10 new owners of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. So far we got 3. And when I get up to about 9 or 10, I will then, then I can take a real breather from the business side of it and just focus on training and upgrading the training websites and stuff like this. So I'm going to shoot a new video here. I'm talking to some professional marketers where I am getting ready to start doing some professional ads, like some television type ads that we're going to be putting out. And that's going to be available to all the owners of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Those ad slots, I've made some connection with some streaming channels like Peacock, Hulu, and Pluto. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. What's Pluto? Okay, but I've made connections with them to start running ads on some streaming channels. For the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So we're stepping up, y'all. We are stepping up. We are getting ready. We are getting ready to corner the market when it comes to logistics training. When you got other logistics training platforms that's got one YouTube channel, with our new owners, we're going to be having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 YouTube channels. Where everyone else has got one mentor and one trainer. Now we're going to have Darren Stevens going to have his own thing where he's training. Miss Caldwell is going to have her own thing where she's doing her like a little podcast, red table talk for trucking or whatever the case may be. Miss Williams, Miss Jen Williams, who just signed up, she's going to be doing her own YouTube channel. They're all going to be the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, but it's going to be the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, red table talk. Miss Caldwell, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, auto haul training. Darren Stevens, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, whatever Miss Williams gonna call her, Jen Williams, So instead of just having one person to go to learn from, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center is developing itself where we're gonna have a mass number of trainers, a mass number of mentors. So it's not just gonna be on me, and you all are gonna have more personalities to tune into, more YouTube channels to tune into, more live training sessions on Zoom that you can tune into on different nights now. So instead of everything just being on Thursday night for you all, Ms. Williams may have her something on Wednesday night, or Darren may have his on a Saturday night, or somebody may have theirs on whatever this is that at different times. So you're going to have more options when it comes to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. And that is going to help us to corner the market. Because why would someone join a training platform, where they just got one, when they join a training platform and pay the same low cost, but get access to all of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers? Yeah, we're doing some stuff. We're making some changes. We're stepping up big time. All right. So watch that video first. After you watch that video, you are free to go ahead and watch the entire series, How to Dispatch training series. Now, I know a lot of y'all want to go ahead and get started, okay? And you don't want to wait the whole 7 weeks to go through each one of these steps all, one step each week. So I've included all 7 of the steps here in a video series called the How to Dispatch series. It starts with step 1, compliance. Step 2, locating the carriers. The pitch is the 3rd step. The 4th step is dispatch agreement and the profile form. The next step is load acquisitions, how to operate on load boards and how to evaluate freight and find those dedicated loads. The next step is rate confirmations. The next step is the last step, which is invoicing. That's on how to get paid, how to create your invoice, and what to do, and how to get paid, and how to guarantee you're going to get your money 1% of the time. If you're going to binge watch these, watch them at least 3 times. And don't watch this first one 3 times in a row and then that 3 times. No, that's not how I want you all to do it. I want you all to watch the first video, second video, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then go back and start over again. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then go back and do it again for a 3rd time. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. That way, you are training your brain to learn the sequence, to learn the steps in order. And if you learn it that way, it's going to stick a lot longer. And then when you have a question about something, you're going to know exactly what video you need to go to find the answer to that question. Make sense to everybody? Hopefully that does. All right. And then, but also, and only after you have done that, do I want you to come down here and start clicking on these load boards. I do not want people trying to get on load boards and operate on load boards if you have not thoroughly watched and have a good understanding of the series and the steps. Okay? Because if you start trying to go to the load boards and doing stuff on the load boards before you've done this, you're going to screw yourself up. Okay? So let's do this in order. Do it right so that you can get paid good money. You build your business the right way. All right, so let's do that. All right, the next step down here, you have your tools and resources. This is where most of your tools are. Stuff like your search for freight brokers. We have a freight broker search. But those of you, I've had a guy call me today and ask me about power only loads. All right, if you are looking for stuff like power only loads, here's one of our new people have signed up a carrier who's a power only. Those of you who don't know, a power only is a truck without a trailer. It's a semi-truck without a trailer, without a flatbed trailer, without a dry van trailer, without a reefer trailer. It's just a truck. They have a truck and no trailer. So they're looking for loads that are already loaded onto trailers that they can just go and pick up and do what we call dropping hook. Okay? Dropping hook is a term that is used for going when you are picking up trailers that are already loaded. They're not your trailer. They're trailers that are supplied by the receiving shipper and the departing shipper, right? And they're already loaded. All you do is you go there, you hook up to the trailer, you take off, you go drop it. When you drop that trailer there, chances are they got another trailer there waiting for you to hook up to and pull it somewhere else. Or you go to the load board and look for another dropping hook. You just go grab a trailer and pull off with it. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages to dropping hooks. The advantage is less time spent on loading and unloading, which means you can run more of those loads. Because the average time to load and unload a trailer or a dry van or a reefer trailer is about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Okay? 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And it's about 1 hour to 1.5 hours to unload. All right? That's the advantage to doing drop the hook. You just pull up, grab your trailer, sign, you out of there. I mean, I'm talking about 15 minutes, 30 minutes top. If a drop the hook is taking you longer than 30 minutes to grab that and then be on your way, something's wrong. And dropping it is even quicker because you pull in, you got a scheduled time to come in, you pull in, you sign in, they tell you where to go drop it at, what what bait to back it up to, or what slot you're going to drop it at. You go around that slot, you back it in, you unhook it, you drop it, bam, you come back around, you sign out, and you go. It's just that simple. So dropping hooks, they have an advantage on time-wise. Now here's the disadvantage. They don't pay as much as the regular trucks that have their own trailers where they have to load and unload. They don't pay quite as much. The average dropping hook is going to pay, or power only, is going to pay somewhere between $1.50 and about $2.25, $2.50 tops. Very seldom when you see a power only that pays more than $3 per mile. Very seldom. Most of them are going to be in that $1.50 to $2.50 range. Why? Because they're quick and easy. You can pull more of them. So therefore, your money kind of balances out to be about the same. Okay? Your money is going to balance out to be about the same because of those reasons right there. All right? All right. So, but if you're looking for drop and hook loads, here's what I suggest you do. Go to the brokers thing, search thousands of brokers. You're going to click on this link. It's going to take you over to our area, and it's already going to be there for freight broker companies. She's already in there. Pulled up already. You have thousands of them here. Every freight broker that's listed in the United States is right here. Why? Because this is the government SIC code site. Okay? This is a government SIC code site. So every broker listed in the United States is in this listing right here. Every broker. You can go through them and just start, going through the brokers. You got 210 pages. And each page has got, look at that, this many brokers on it. You got 25 brokers on each page, 210 pages. That's a lot of brokers, y'all. That's a lot of brokers. You just start from the beginning, just click on them. And what you're going to do is when you click on them, you're going to pull them up. It's going to give you all the information, the contact numbers, and then their website address and all that stuff. You can contact the company. It's also going to give you an area here where you can go and get a free quote from them. And you got some information down here about the company, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then down here, they have put together an algorithm that kind of calculates what these brokers normally pay, what these loads normally pay, picking up and going to certain locations. So if you're picking up a load, you're taking it to Arizona, it tells you what they normally pay. Partial dry van, $560. Partial flatbed, $540, or whatever the case may be. Okay. If you're picking up, let's say you're going to California, it changes right there. Okay. It tells you by the pallet, by the roll, dry van, truckload, whatever this, that. Let's say you're going to Florida, it changes. It says here they don't have anything for Florida. This particular broker don't have anything listed for Florida. Let's say Colorado. Doesn't look like they have anything for Colorado either. But it is going to have the stuff that they have stuff listed for. That's Arizona. Looks like they ship a lot of stuff to Arizona. See, they ship anything to Georgia. They don't have anything for Georgia. So they're going to tell you about where they ship stuff to. And Texas, they do have stuff for Texas. North Dakota, they do have stuff for North Dakota. North Dakota is paying very well from that particular broker. So, but what you're going to do is, if you're looking for power only, basically you're going to call these brokers up. You're going to call these brokers up, and you're going to ask them. That's why I asked them. Hey, look, I'm a dispatcher, and I have several owner operators on the contract, or I have a owner operator, or I have 5 owner operators, whatever you got. Right? If they ask you for the DOT number, give them the DOT numbers. Okay. I have several owner operators on the contract, and and 3 of my owner operators, they're power only. Do you have any power only loads that my owner operators can run? Just ask them straight out. And then ask them to send you, would you mind sending me, put me on the list to send me out those power only loads each morning? Most brokers would be happy to put you on the list to send you email those power on loads to you every single morning. So every single day, you'll get a list of power only loads and what they are paying. Okay, so if you're looking for power only, that is the best way to get yourself set up to start doing power only. You got to contact these brokers directly. You got to make a reference or an inquiry about their power only loads. If they have them, they will send you a list of them. Now, in this back office, I'm gonna tell you right now, Warner is probably one of the best places you can go for power only load. That's in your load boards down here. I'm just pass by Warner. Where's Warner? Warner. There's a lot of load boards to do. There it is right there. There's Warner. All right. Warner is going to have the best list of power only loads. They have a lot of power only loads. Okay. Now, in order to get access to their premium loads, you've got to sign your carrier up with them. It is free, it does not cost anything, but you got to sign your carrier up with them to get access to their power only loads. Okay. So basically, when you get a carrier on a contract, you're going to go here and you're going to contact Warner and you're going to sign up with them. I think you can sign up right here from this page here. Go to home. I think you can sign up right here. Yeah, log in, new user sign up. Click right here, and this one carrier. So you're going to click here where it says sign up. You're going to put in your carrier. If you click the MC number, you're going to put in your carrier's MC number. Okay? And full name, email address, and then you're going to enroll your carrier with Warner. Okay? Enroll with Warner. You're going to enroll your carrier with Warner. If you have questions, you're going to call them at that number down there. But it is free. It does not cost you anything to enroll your carrier with Warner. But they are going to check to make sure that they are a properly, authorized with an authority, DOT number, and all that type of stuff. So, but you're just gonna fill it out. You enroll your carrier with Warner. Once approved, then you will have access to the Warner back office site where you can look up those that are offered by Warner. Okay, including their power only. They have an excellent power only. They have a lot of power only loads. They have a lot of book downloads. They got a good power only search, and most of the loads are power only. They're just dropping hooks. Most of them are just dropping hooks, and they are pretty good loads. Okay, so those of you who need power only, Warner is a good place to sign up and go get power only loads. All right. Let's get out of that real quick. All right, let's get into some compliance stuff. All right, now, first of all, let's go over what is a dispatcher. Okay, and the best way to figure that out is to go to the statute. Okay, what is a dispatcher? What makes a dispatcher legal? Is dispatching legal? Because I'm sure you all have heard from various social media experts, oh, dispatching is illegal. Dispatching, they're not even legal. I don't know why they don't shut them down. Yeah, they haven't shut them down for the last 30 years because they're legal. Okay? And the statute states that they are legal. And the statute clearly defines the difference between dispatchers and freight brokers. Dispatchers are not brokers. Brokers are not dispatchers. Dispatchers have a legal right to operate just like brokers do, but they must operate under different guidelines. Okay? And that's what we're going to go over. We're going to go over the statute. This is the statute, 49 CFR 371.2. That is the legal statute which is set down by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration and DOT, which governs both dispatchers, freight brokers, and truck drivers and owner operators. The definition, the part of the statute that particularly and specifically deals with brokers and dispatchers is 371.2 definition. Okay, broker means a person who, for compensation, arranges or offers to arrange the transportation of property by an authorized motor carrier. Motor carriers are persons who are employees. Somebody got the mic open. thank you, who are employees, who are employees or bona fide agents of carriers are not brokers within the meaning of this section when they arrange or offer to arrange the transportation of shipments which they are authorized to transport and which they have accepted and legally bound themselves to transport. Now, let's break that first part down. Here's what you have. We have a lot of social media people, a lot of people who do not understand legal terminology. Because here has been the argument that some people on Facebook and social media and truck drivers who really clearly do not understand how to interpret legal terminology. They will read this section right here that says motor carriers and persons who are employees or bona fide agents of carriers are not brokers. See, it says right there, they're not brokers, so they're not legal. That's what they say. But you can't stop right there. You got to read the whole statute. You got to read the whole subsection. They'll get that and they'll say, see, right now, it says they're not brokers. They're not brokers. And it says that they're not brokers within the meaning of this section. Right? But the statute also continues to say when they arrange or offer to arrange transportation for shipments which they are authorized. You got to continue reading. That's like that's like getting a letter and you only read the first line of the letter and you say, oh, she done broke up with me. When she really might be saying, you know, I really enjoy our time together. And even though we're not compatible, then they stop right there, oh, she's breaking up with me. But if they read the rest of the letter, it shows that what she's saying is that even though we're not compatible, I enjoy my time with you so much, I'm willing to go forward with this relationship. See how you can get two different meanings out of the same thing if you stop halfway between? And that's what a lot of these so-called social media legal experts do. They'll read just one part of it, but they won't read the rest of it. And they don't even try to understand the rest of the statement. Because if they read this properly, it clearly states that bona fide agents are authorized to transport and which they have accepted the legally bound themselves to transport. Now, it goes here to clarify what is a bona fide agent. And if they are listed in the statute, that means they are part of the legal operation and they are legal to operate just as brokers are. So it's going to go and tell you what a bona fide agent is and how they have to operate. B, bona fide agents are persons who are part of the normal organization of a motor carrier and perform duties under the carrier's direction pursuant to a pre-existing agreement. Can anybody tell me what that pre-existing agreement is? What are they referring to when they say pre-existing agreement? Anybody? Feel free to unmute your mic and answer that question. Anybody? You can unmute your mic and answer that question. Can anybody tell me what they think that pre-existing agreement is? Come on, somebody just take a stab at it. Elisha, I'm gonna pick on you because you knew.
Okay, can you repeat the question one more time? Right. Somebody out here cutting grass.
Oh boy, you cutting grass a lot. I did that yesterday. Okay.
No, my neighbor is and I was kind of trying to hurry up and get in the house.
Okay, all right. Bona fide agents are persons who are part of the normal organization of a motor carrier and perform duties under the carrier's direction pursuant to a pre-existing agreement. Can you tell me what that pre-existing agreement is?
I guess I would say the between broker and carrier.
No. We're talking about the bona fide agent who basically this is the dispatcher. The bona fide agent is a dispatcher. So in order for you to operate as a dispatcher, the Federal Motor Carrier Association, on this statute, is laying out the ground rules for you to legally operate. It says here that bona fide agents will also dispatchers. That's what a dispatcher is. Are persons who are part of the normal organization of a motor carrier. So that's a person who works on behalf of the owner operator and perform duties under the carrier's direction, pursuant to a pre-existing agreement, which provides for a continued relationship. So what is that pre-existing agreement? What do we call that pre-existing agreement?
The carrier,
And I know you knew. But
what is it? The carrier and the dispatch and carrier agreement?
Exactly. It is the dispatch agreement.
Right.
Everybody give her a round of applause. She's doing it. She came with that answer. I know I put her under the gun, but that's what happens when you get into dispatch. You get, at some point in time, you just got to step out. Okay? All right, look, great job. Yes, that is the dispatch agreement. Okay, that's what we call the dispatch agreement. It is a pre-existing agreement which provides for a continuing relationship, which means some of these people, they argue, well, in order for them to work for, each time they broke a load or each time they dispatch a load, they have to have a new agreement. No, they do not. You do not have to sign an agreement each time you find a load for an owner operator. Because what does this state right here in plain English and in writing? It provides for what? A continuing relationship. So that argument is shot all to pieces. So that's one of the big arguments that they come up with. Well, yeah, they just have one dispatch agreement and they make it a blanket agreement, but they're supposed to get a new agreement signed each time they find a load for a carrier. No. that is so outright untrue. Because it states right here, pre-existing agreement which provides for a continued relationship, precluding the exercise of discretion on the part of the agent in allocating traffic between the carrier and others. Okay? Now, it also establishes that a bona fide agent, which is in the name itself, is an agent. Are agents employees of companies? Anybody? When you have to do an agreement with a company as an agent, right? You are not an employee of that company. You are an agent working on behalf of that company, which means as an agent, you can contract with as many different clients as you can sufficiently handle or you can sufficiently service. So that shoots down another argument that they have. Well, the other thing is dispatchers, they can't work for more than just one owner operator. Well, you're right, because they're not working for the owner operator. They're working on behalf of the owner operator. Big difference. Big difference there. Working for and working on the behalf of. Okay? One is representing, one is working for. Agents represent. They work on behalf of. Agents can contract with as many clients as they want. That's like telling a lawyer, you can't have one client. Duh. I mean, that's like telling, a barber, you can't cut hair. You can only cut hair for me. You can't cut nobody else's hair. Right? Same thing with the beautician or anything else that requires you to have an ongoing relationship with someone. That's like telling someone who's a consultant, you can only consult with me. Okay? A lot of these people, their argument makes no sense when they start ranting about why dispatchers are not legal and they come up with all this. I don't know where to get their rationale from because it's clearly not coming from the statute. Okay? Now, brokerage or brokerage service is the arrangement of transportation or the physical movement of a motor vehicle or of property. It can be performed on behalf of a motor carrier, consignor, or consignee. Non-brokerage service Because all other services performed by a broker on behalf of motor carrier, consignee, or consignee. Now, all the other services that are performed by a broker are not performed by a bona fide agent. So it makes that distinction in the difference there. Here's the main difference between brokers and dispatchers. Brokers must have a bond. Why? Because they are taking ownership of freight from the shipper. Brokers work on behalf of the shippers. Dispatchers work on behalf of the what? The carriers, owner operators. Okay? Brokers get their money by negotiating a margin up front with the shippers so they can then take ownership of freight, and then they can post loads, shotgun loads everywhere. They can put those on social media, they can put those on load boards, they can put those out anywhere. Why? Because they have taken ownership of those loads. And the reason they can take ownership is because they have the authority, one, to do so. They have a bond that insures it. They must have insurance that insures that freight. So they have all the legal authorities and the bond, everything that they need to assume ownership. Dispatchers do not need an authority because they are not taking ownership. Dispatchers do not need a bond because they are not taking ownership. Dispatchers do not need insurance because they are not taking ownership. Dispatchers can only locate freight for the carriers that they have under contract. A dispatcher cannot go and grab a bunch of freight off the load board and then post them on the social media and say, hey, I got a bunch of freight. If y'all like these loads, sign my dispatch agreement. That's illegal. You can't do that. You cannot do that as a dispatcher. That is illegal. The first step to becoming legal as a dispatcher is you must have a pre-existing agreement. There it is right there. Pre-existing agreement, which provides for the continued relationship, precluding the exercise of discretion on the part of the agent in allocating traffic between the carrier and others. So in other words, you can only locate freight for a carrier that you have under contract. You cannot just grab freight and post. You can't post freight at all. Dispatch. Let me make something clear to y'all. I know you all see some dispatchers who have post loads on Facebook. That is illegal. You can't do that. You can't do that. Okay? You cannot post loads on Facebook. Someone said that they're coming back in later on. I think I got you already. All right, cool. But you cannot post loads on, if you're a dispatcher, you can't post loads on social media. You can't post loads on load boards. You can't just grab a whole bunch of freight and put it out there and say, hey, I need somebody to run these loads. That's illegal. You must first have a signed dispatch agreement with an owner operator to find loads specifically for them under persuading to their specific criteria, which is, that's why you have what? That carrier profile form that you send over the dispatch agreement. That asks the carrier, Mr. Carrier, what type of trailer do you have? Well, I have a flat wheel, I have a drive wheel, I have a reefer. Okay, great. Mr. Carrier, how much money do you need to move your truck? Well, I only want you to look for me loads that's paying a minimum no less than $2.50 per mile, $2.25 per mile, $3 per mile. Mr. Carrier, how far do you want to run your loads for? I don't want to take loads that run more than 700 miles out. Mr. Carrier, what area of the country would you like to run in? I don't want to run up in the mountains. Keep me out of the mountains. Keep me on the flat land. Well, I'm half the United States, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Arizona, Nevada, places like that. These are your specific criteria, part of that statute. That continuing relationship, see it's right here, precluding the exercise of discretion on the part of the agent in allocating traffic between the carrier and others. That is, I've just given you all the layman's definition of what this legal terminology is stating here. So you're going to have a lot of people out there who claim that dispatches are not legal. They clearly don't know how to interpret or read legal definitions. Okay, they clearly don't know how to read it. They don't know how to interpret. Because if they did, there would never be an argument. There would never even be a question if dispatchers are legal. There would never be a question as to how dispatchers operate differently from brokers. Okay? Hopefully I have put to rest with you all the question of, are dispatchers legal? and how they are to operate in the same area, but they must operate under different guidelines than brokers. Okay. So everybody understand the difference now between brokers and dispatchers. Does everybody get it? Let me do this right here. I'm gonna hide this chat because I got these guys on here. Somebody keeps coming on here and putting like porn stuff on my lives on YouTube. I don't know what type of stupid these people must be. I mean, obviously they are products of incest. They must be products of incest because no one can be this subhuman and just downright stupid and ignorant as these people are. I mean, they are. They just ignorant, completely subhuman, and just, I mean, they just, but anyway, that's that. Okay, all right. So let me go back over here. All right, so that's the statute. That's the statute that determines legality. Now that we covered that, let's get rid of that. All right, let's go into what type of equipment are you going to need to dispatch freight? Now, let me say this. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say it again. And I want y'all to understand, okay, because every week I get a call from somebody telling me they cannot access the load board, or the load board that they're looking at is not coming up the same as it looks when we be doing training. I don't see this. I don't see that. Why this has this? When you pull it up, it has this, this, and that. But when I pull it up, I don't see this, and that. All right, what are you using right now? How you look for freight? Oh, I'm using my phone. Okay. How many times have I told you you cannot dispatch freight from your phone? Have I not said that time and time again? Okay. You hear me when I'm telling you this now. And mind you, as I'm saying this, I'm going to get a call either sometime within the next week from somebody telling me I can't get the same stuff you get because I don't know what's going on. I can't get it. I don't see what you see. Okay, what do you use? I'm on my phone. I mean, it never fails. I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem to connect with some people when I tell them, you cannot. There is no way possible. Do not do it. You cannot dispatch freight from your phone. You cannot. Don't do it. Don't try it. You cannot dispatch freight from a tablet only, because those are mobile versions. They're going to give you mobile versions of the load boards, the websites, everything you're looking at a mobile version. The mobile version is a watered down version of a regular computer operating system. Okay? It's not going to give you the same version. It's going to be a watered down, a different layout. You're going to have access to fewer things than you have access on the actual operating system, computer operating system. Okay? In order for you to properly dispatch freight, you must have a laptop computer or a desktop computer or a tablet that can be converted and used as a laptop, which has a what? What is it called? An OES or OAS operating system. The best operating system to use to dispatch freight is going to be a Windows operating system. Now, I know a lot of you all like the Google Chrome. I do not like Google Chrome, because Google Chrome is basically a mobile version. It's basically a mobile laptop. It looks like a laptop. It may pull up a lot of the sites like laptops do, but it is operating on they cannot access the mobile. It is operating on a mobile system. Okay, So I'm telling y'all right now, the equipment you're gonna need a laptop, or you're gonna need a good tablet that operates like a laptop. Okay. Now, you don't have to go out and spend $600, $700, $800, $900. Here's one right here. This is a Thompson notebook. That's like $289. Now, what I recommend is you get something that has 1 terabyte of operating space. Why? Because you want something that is going to keep up with the speed, and also something that is going to not freeze up on you, because you're gonna have several things open. Okay, you're gonna have several things open. Okay, now, can you find good laptops that doesn't cost a whole lot of money? Yes, you can. To start out, go with something like this. Here's a 14-inch Windows operating system. At Walmart, $149. $149. That's not expensive at all. If you're having a problem, if you've got some money difficulties and you need to get something started, this is a good place to start. Here's another one. This Gateway here, 14-inch laptop, even had touchscreen, $127 at Walmart. Okay, here's another one, $289. So there are some great options for you to get started with that will do the function that you needed to do to dispatch freight. $216, $299, $203, and these are all brand new. Now you can go and get some refurbished ones. Here's one for $189. They've got some refurbished ones that you can get for even less. But this is where you're going to start with. So if you want to go with refurbished, you can go to a search refurbished laptop, and you get look, that's $39. So you see what I'm saying? I mean, look, laptops are not like these. Here's one that's $54. It will work fine in dispatching freight because it's in a laptop. It's an OSE, an OS operating system and things like that. 125. So very inexpensive options for you all to get laptops. Because I've had some students say, "Well, Kevin, I don't have the money." But you blow $54. Come on, man, you blow $55 every week. Some of y'all blow that in a day. Now, am I lying? Am I lying?
Nope, you're not lying.
Okay, I mean, look, if you don't blow at least $50, $60 per week, you ain't living. I mean, you got to be dead in order not to blow through $50, $60 a week. If you are alive, if you are breathing, if you are walking around, you are blowing $50 to $60 per week on something. Trust me on that. And you're blowing on something that ain't making you no money. So why not take a week off and use that money for something that's going to make you some money? Come on. Whatever it is you're blowing, you can do without it for a week. Cigarettes, beer, whatever it is you got, you can do without it for a week. Candy, ice cream, I don't know what it is, McDonald's, a movie, whatever it could be. You can do without it for a week. You put that money towards what? Your business. Because there are 3 things that you must have in order to be successful in any entrepreneur opportunity, I don't care what it is. These 3 things you got to have 100% of the time. You show me someone who doesn't have these 3 things, and they say that you can't show me a successful business that does not have these 3 things. You can't show it to me. I guarantee you. One is you must invest in yourself. I don't care what type of business it is, I don't care what type of opportunity it is, you got to invest something into it to make it successful. You got to. 124-7508. Okay? You just got it. It just has to happen. I'm trying to see who this is. It's got the mic open. And it's showing everybody's mic is off. I keep getting this feedback. All right. But so you got to invest in yourself. You're gonna have to invest. Second thing is you're gonna have to sacrifice. Show me a successful business where they did not sacrifice something to make that business successful. And the third thing is you gotta be committed. Show me a business where they say, well, I'm gonna try it for 2 or 3 weeks. If it don't work, I'm gonna put it down. And I'll show you a person who is forever starting something and dropping something. They never succeed at anything. Why? Because they never commit to anything. Okay, you gotta make a commitment. You gotta make a commitment. Trust me on that. 90% of the people fail in business because they gave up. That's 90% of the failures in business. They gave up. They were not persistent. They were not committed. That's 90% of business failure right there. Believe it or not, that's 90% of business failure. I'm gonna share a little secret with you all. The breakthrough point at any business is when you feel like you are at the very bottom. You feel like everything is going wrong. You feel like, okay, I'm at my very end. If you can find a way to push through that, I guarantee you'll find that your business will become successful. Trust me, I know. Yes, Darren Stevens, he'll tell you the same thing. He'll tell you the same thing. A lot of times you have to get to a point to where you can go nowhere but up. And that's how your business becomes successful. Okay? Most people won't tell you that, but I will. Because I'll tell you, I was homeless at the bottom. Okay? I couldn't get to no bottom than that. So I made up in my mind right in and there, I'm gonna make this work. Come hell or high water, this is gonna work. And now I'm not homeless anymore. I'm far from it. 90% of business success is not giving up. Okay? So, but those 3 things you gotta have. You gotta invest in yourself. You're gonna have to sacrifice something. And you're gonna have to be committed. All the other stuff, all the other attributes, they can be, negotiable. But them 3 right there, non-negotiable. Them 3 are non-negotiable. If you want to be successful, you gotta have those 3 right there. I don't care what you say. All right. So start off with something like this. You get refurbished on computers. As y'all can see here, there's a lot of great equipment here that you can get for very little cost. Very little cost. And it's so easy now. Now you don't even have to go out to pawn shop. You can just go right online, buy something on here, click on it, and order the doggone thing and have it brought right to your door. Come on. I mean, you can't get any easier than that. Can't get any easier than that. Has free delivery. Free delivery. If you order this, or you can pick it up at Walmart. You can order it when it gets to the store, they'll call you, go pick it up. Or they'll deliver it to you free. I mean, you can't get any more convenient than that. All right. Now, your next step up, once you have gotten this and you're doing your dispatching and you feel like, okay, well, now I need to bump up. Now, here is what I would suggest. Get yourself one laptop, a little cheap one. Here's one for $49, here's one for $54. If that's what you need to start off with, here's one for $39. If that's what you need to start off with that. Get yourself one laptop. If you can afford it, get yourself 2. Okay? Have one in a different area, the house, or whatever the case may be. Have one that you leave at home and one that you take with you. Okay? But either way, once you start making a little bit of money, right? Invest in yourself again and get yourself another laptop, or get yourself a little bit better one. Have one that you take with you on trips or whatever the case may be. Have one that you leave at home, always plugged up, powered up, ready to go. Okay? Now, as you're moving along with your business, you're going to step up to what's called an all-in-one. You're gonna step up to what's called an all-in-one, okay? The computer that I'm on now, that you all are seeing me on right now, is I have this. This is the exact computer that I'm on. What is this? Hold up. Let me show you. I have an HP. Where is that? Yeah, this is right here. This is it right here. This is the exact computer that I'm on right now. It's called an all-in-one. Okay? Has a very good big screen. Got a little webcam on top right there. Y'all see it? The webcam that pops up top. That's what y'all are seeing me on right now. Got a little webcam up top. That's my computer with my little wireless mouse right here and my little thing sitting right here. And I don't need a base for it because it's all built into this one section right here. I have this in my bedroom because I do a lot of the training videos from this computer. This is one of my main computers that I do a lot of work from. It's fast, it's very quick, very fast, what it's to be. You don't have to get one that costs more than $1,000. You get one that costs $399. They got them at different prices. Here's one for $299. This is happened to be a 27-inch. When I have here, I'm a 27-inch. You got the 21 inches, 22 inches, the different ones. If you're looking for something that's not that expensive, here's one through Best Buy that's $299. You know, so you can get them, you know, at various prices, and you can find these refurbished as well. You can find them refurbished as well. And get some great prices on some refurbished ones. Here's one for $199, $299 again, $185, $185, $284, $269, $289, $199. So you keep, I mean, there's no excuse. All I'm telling you right now, there's no excuse for you not having the right type of equipment. Okay? Because you're gonna have to invest in yourself. You are going to have to invest in yourself. Now, the next stage up, once you have gotten this and you're making some real decent money, invest in yourself and get yourself a panoramic. Hold on here. We use a panoramic. I'm not trying to get a panoramic. A panoramic computer monitor. You don't want to get one of these. This is what I have down in my office in the man cave. That's where I do when I'm doing some serious dispatching work. Like in the mornings when I get up, I go out of my man cave about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I fix myself some coffee. I get on my panoramic set. One that I have is, and you can get them. They don't have to be very expensive. You can get them nice and not very expensive. As you can see here, now I know y'all were thinking these things got to be $2,000-3,000. No, they are not. As you can see here, you get some very nice ones for under $300-400. Now, yes, they have the ones like this, like $999. I think when I got mine, they come down some now. When I got mine, it's about $1,200. But it's big ultra screen, but they've come down now. I bought mine about 2 years ago, but they have come down a lot. They're not nearly as expensive as they used to be, as you all can see. So they, and the reason why you want this type, so this is when you're really into dispatching and you're at the top of your game. Why? Because you want to be able to pull up several different screens. You want to be able to have several different not screens, but that's what I'm looking for. Browsers open at the same time. You're gonna have maybe 2 load boards up, and maybe like a shipper website up, brokers. You're gonna have different stuff up. You're gonna have your calculator up, but you want to be able to go here and look at and do stuff like that. You see how you have those different screens up? Right here. You want to be able to get on there and have those different screens so that you can kind of see the whole picture at the same time without having to go from here to here to here to here. Trust me, it pays when you get the right type of equipment, and then you are really, really, really into brokering or dispatching freight when you get to this point. Okay, it is good to have this type of equipment so you can go in and really, really be on top of things. You can have, instead of just looking at one load board, you can have 3 load boards up top. You can have a shipper list up down on one corner down here. On the other corner, in the middle, you can have your brokers page up, and then over here you can have your calculator and your truck calculators and all, all that stuff up. Okay, but as you can see, even this is not very expensive. Even this is not very expensive. Okay, all right. Is everybody up to date on what type of equipment you need and what type of equipment you cannot dispatch freight on?
Yes.
All right. No cell phone, people. You cannot dispatch freight on. You can't do it on cell phone. Please. I had a guy call me, and I'm telling him, every day he was calling me, I can't do this. I can't do this. If I can't do it, why am I paying for something that's not giving me the right information? I said, okay, what are you using? Because what you're describing to me, I'm not seeing it. Well, I'm on my phone. How many times I say you can't do this on your phone? Oh. You can't do this on your phone. Okay? And then he goes and get his tablet. I said, how many times I say you can't do this on a tablet? If your tablet cannot be converted to a laptop, it's useless to you when it comes to dispatching freight. It's great for quick little stuff. You just go into one load boy, try to find something. Okay, that's fine. But it's still not going to give you the same exact version that you get on a laptop OS operating system. Okay? You need to have a laptop or a desktop or all in one to properly dispatch freight. All right. Now you are going to need a phone to make unlimited phone calls. You yourself a decent cell phone service. My phone, I have 2 phones. I have 2 phones. I have 2 phones. I got my little, my little truck driver's headset thing that's connected to one of my phones. And, and when I'm not on here doing some you all, this thing right here is always on my head. It's always on my head all day long. I actually plug a charger to it at night sometimes, and I lay down with the charger plugged into it, and it's on my head while I sleep. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Jasmine from such your mic keeps coming open, and I keep hearing stuff in the background. All right, but it's always on my head. Okay, so get yourself something like that so you can stay connected. When phone calls come in, you can get them clearly, you can respond. That way you keep your hands free, you can do something while you're typing and stuff like this. So it may be a nice investment. Get yourself a nice headset. Let's see. Trucker's headset. Get yourself a trucker's headset Bluetooth. Okay. These things are nice. They work great. They work better than those little Bluetooth earpiece things you all get. Don't get them. Get something that's specifically for truckers. Because with this right here, if a phone call comes in, it will ask me what I want to do. I can say answer, or I can say voicemail. Without having to touch anything, if I say answer, it's going to pick up the call. And I can just start talking. If I say voicemail, it's going to send it directly to voicemail. I can also be voice activated when I can say headset. It comes on. It will ask me, state your function. I would say call. When I say call, then it would tell me who to call. And then if I want to call someone who is in my contact list, I just say the name of that contact. Call mom, call Darren Stevens, call Warner Broker, call Bozzy Bozzy. If I want to call a number, I say call number. And then it tells me, it asks me for the number. And then I give it the number, and then it calls. I can do the same thing with texting. If I need to text somebody, I can just say headset. It says state your function. Text. Who would you like to text? Same thing. And I don't even have to text. I can just speak, and it will repeat what I have spoken, and then it will ask me, do I wish to send this text? I click, and then I just say send. And then it automatically sends the text. These things are great. Trust me on that. They are great, especially in the type of profession that we are in. And for truck drivers, this is why truck drivers use them, because they can keep their hands on the wheel and they can text just by talking into it. They can make phone calls just by talking into it and never have to have a hold a phone in their hand. They are also great for people like us in this profession. I know they don't look pretty, like a nice little earpiece does, but trust me, get you something like this. These things work perfect. I've had this one since 2014. And it still works better than any Bluetooth headset that I've ever had. Okay, these things work great. All right. So specifically look for truck drivers, truckers headset Bluetooth. Look for something that's specifically for truck drivers. And you can get something as cheap as this right here, $14, and at Walmart, $16.99, $17.99, $43. I mean, those are fine, but if you want a decent one, get something that's around this $39. This price right here, $69, $49, something around at least that $39 one to that little $69 one. They got it. You get one that got it on both sides. I don't particularly like it on both sides of my head, or like a headphone. I like this to have just one side on it. I mean, that's what I like. But you can get them that has them for both ears. If you're the type of person who want to hear stuff coming out of both ears, so you can get to what your preference is. But this is a good thing to have if you're going to be dispatching freight, if you're going to be doing some serious stuff. I don't know if Darren has one, but he stays busy all the time. So if he don't have one, he should need one. Because every time I call him, he got something going on with a broker or a trucker or something, which is good. Darren, do you have something like this? He's probably busy doing something with a broker right now. Even though he's on here, I guarantee you Darren is busy doing something with booking freight right now at this very moment. He's always busy. That's what happens when you become.
Hey,
yeah.
I heard you just called me, Calvin.
Yeah. You busy with a broker?
I just booked a load.
I was just saying that even though Darren's on here, he's probably busy booking a load or something. Look, yeah. Look. Look. I want everybody on here to get to the stage where Darren is. Okay. And I know I pick on Darren a lot because he is the perfect example of someone who came into this not knowing the first thing about trucking, dispatching freight, none of this. Right there, you ain't know nothing about none of this.
None of it.
Completely clueless. In fact, he told me himself, I don't know how I'm going to get the money to pay for the enrollment. And when he scrounges up the money to pay for the enrollment, he told me, he said, look, when I enroll, I know how to make the monthly payment. But the one thing that he did do, he just listened to what I put out there, and Darren, you did what? You just what? You probably like doing something on the phone. I would have broken. He just did it. He just did it. And he would tell you himself, inside of the first 3 to 4 weeks, he was doing $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week. And shortly after that, he was doing 10 grand a week. Okay, look, this business is not It's not that hard. It is, if you just follow the steps that we lay out for you, use the tools and resources that we lay out for you. You just follow that. Just do it. If you do it, if you make the 50 phone calls per day, you pitch 50 owner operators per day, using the pitch that we lay out in the way that we teach you how to pitch. You got to sign up at least one owner operator out of that 50. That's all you really need. Because if you're doing that every day, by the end of the week, you got yourself 5 owner operators. 5 owner operators, and look at, and let me show you all something here. You got yourself 5 owner operators by the end of the day, by the end of the week. If you're just pitching 5 owner operators, move out the way. If you're pitching 5 owner operators, okay? If you're making 50 phone calls a day, pitching 50 owner operators, if you just close 1 out of the 50, using the script that we lay out for you, you close 1 out of 50, that's going to give you 1 owner operator sign up each day. At the end of the week, you're going to have yourself 5 owner operators. Now, I'm going to show you what 5 owner operators does for you. The average load, on average, runs about 750 miles. That's the average lift for a load. Okay, the average pay right now is still upward, closer to about $325, but we're just going to say $275. The average load right now is about $2.75 per mile on average. That's $2,062 load, but it's $62 on load fee. But let's go even lower than that. Let's say 750 miles is the average load that runs that many miles. And let's say the average load is down to $2.50. $2.50. That's going to give you $18.75 on the load fee, right? If you're charging 10% minus 10%, that's going to give you $187.50 on your cut. Now, at 750 miles on the average miles on a load, you can run an owner operator about 4 of those loads per week, because it's going to take him a day and then part of the next day, because the average owner operator is only going to drive about 450 to 500 miles per day. The most you can do is about 600, 650 miles per day, but the average person is going to drive 450 to 500 miles per day. So that means it's going to take them a day and a half, almost 2 days just to run a load at 750 miles. So that means you can probably get in about 4 loads per week. So that times 4, that 187, that 187 is your cut, times 4 loads per week. For one owner operator, you're averaging $748 per week for one owner operator, dispatching for one owner operator. Now remember, you're making 50 calls per day, so you're signing up, at least one owner operator sign up to your dispatch group. So at the end of the week, you got yourself 5 owner operators. So that times 5, it's going to bring you about $3,740 per week. That times 52 weeks in a year. Now y'all see why I say we train people to make $100,000 plus per year dispatching freight from home. Y'all see how simple that is? I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, shit, man, I got to call a lot of owner operators. I got to get at least 15, 20 owner operators signed up just to do $100,000. No. All you need is 5. 5 owner operators. 5 owner operators that you're dispatching 4 loads per week. I'm not saying you're going hard at it. You just being steady at it. $194,000 a year. Easily $150,000, $156,000 a year. I'm not calculating this with loads that's paying $4, $5 per mile. I'm not calculating this with 15 owner operators. I'm not calculating with you dispatching them 10 loads a week, right? This is with you making 50 phone calls and pitching 50 owner operators per day. That's all I ask. If you do that and you use the script that we lay out for you, how much money do you need to move your truck? You go back and you watch that pitch the way we do it, and you learn that pitch, and you can pitch that pitch in the same fashion that I do it, that Darren does it, that everybody else who's been successful with this does it, you should be able to at least get 5 owner operators by the end of the week. At least 5, a minimum of 5. That's one signed dispatch agreement for every 50 people that you pitch. Because this is a numbers game. It is a numbers game. Don't worry about the no's. You're pitching those looking for the yes. And all you need is 1 out of 50. 1 out of 50. 1 out of 50. 1 out of 50. That's all you need. That will get you 5 by the end of the week. 5 owner operators by the end of the week. You're charging 10% on your dispatch fee. The average owner operator, the average load is running 750 miles. The average pay, $250, $2.25 for loads dispatched for 5 owner operators each week. Puts you in the neighborhood of $190,000 a year. It really is that simple. Do not overcomplicate this. Do not overcomplicate this. Now from there, we show you all how to what's what I'm looking for? How to grow your business, or how to scale your business. Okay, because after you get your 5, you dispatching them for a couple of weeks. Then you're going to hire yourself a dispatch agent. This is why I asked you all to charge 10% on your load fee. You're going to hire yourself a dispatch agent, right? You're going to give them those 5 owner operators, right? You're going to pay that dispatch agent 6% of the load fee, or 7% of the load fee. You're going to keep 3%, right? If you give the dispatch agent, you pay the dispatch agent 6% of the load fee, and you get those 5 owner operators, $194,000 a year, and you're going to pay them 6% of the load fee. That's going to be 60%. That means they're going to be making $116,688 per year. That's not bad money for a dispatch agent with 5 owner operators that you gave them, right? And it's going to give you $77,794.92. That's not bad for your cut when you're not even dispatching them anymore. You got it started. You went out and found your own operator. You got it started. Then you hired yourself a dispatch agent. You gave them those 5, right? They're making $116,000 a year. You're making $77,700 and roughly $78,000 a year. Then you go back out and do what? What you did best. Find yourself 5 more. You'll make 50 phone calls. Do what you do best. Like I make 50 phone calls, pitch 50. I'm on operator. Get yourself 5 more. Get yourself 5 more. You dispatch them, 4 loads per week. You hire yourself another dispatch agent. You pay that dispatch agent 6%. You keep 4%. You make yourself another $77,792. Y'all see how that works now? Now you're at $155,000. Then you go back and you repeat the process all over again. At worst case scenario, you should be able to scale your business to where you're bringing in well over $200,000-$300,000 a year in 1 year. Because it's only taking you, remember, you're making 50 phone calls per day. You're pitching 50 owner operators. You're going to pitch them. You're going to get them signed up. You're going to dispatch them for about 2 weeks. Then you're going to hire some dispatch agent. You're going to give those owner operators to that dispatch agent. Let them continue dispatching them. You're going to go back out. Now it's about 4 weeks have passed, 1 month. Now you go back out, you do what? You repeat the process. Make yourself what? Get the phone call today. But same thing. You still 5 owner operators, same thing. That's your next month. Go back out and do the same thing. That's your next month. That's your next month. That's your next month. Inside of 1 year, you should be well on your way to earning $200,000, $300,000 a year, because you have properly scaled your business in the steps that we laid out for you, and you're doing it step by step. Yeah, you should charge 10% if you're starting out new. Why not? You're being trained the right way. You are being trained the right way. I don't train you. I don't train you all to make less than 10%. I don't train you all to do subpar. That's not what we do here. I train you all You get your own operators. I train you all to look for and locate dedicated loads. I train you how to spot dedicated loads. I train you how to put those on operators on dedicated loads, where they're running 3 to 4 loads per day, being in the same spot every night, home every night, off every weekend, earning somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500 a day. So why shouldn't you charge 10%?
No, I was just wondering because I was thinking like, cause I've heard some other people say, "Oh no, if you knew you shouldn't charge that much." That's why I was like, well, let me ask him just to see what's your thoughts.
Look, you all would never hear me say, "Don't charge what you're worth." Always know your worth, right? If you're following the training, if you're doing this the right way, you are worth 10%. And yes, you're going to have on our 10% sounds like too much. Sure, I understand, but let me ask you a question. Now, y'all are going to find out that's my transition phrase every time. Sure, I understand, but let me ask you a question. If you're finding loads for yourself that's paying $2.50 a mile, $3 a mile, but I'm finding loads for you paying $5, $6, $7 a mile, or better yet, I found you 4 dedicated loads that run short run. Each one of them is averaging $600, $700 on their runs, and each one of them is less than 100 miles, less than 50, 60 miles, right? And then each one is averaging around, let's say, they're averaging around $800. I got you 4, or better yet, let's say I got you 3 of them. That's paying you $2,400 because they're running every day. I'm running you out, over, and back down. Every day, same loads. I find you a dedicated loads like that. And it's paying you $2,400 per day, 5 days a week, $12,000 a week, 52 weeks of the year, $624,000. You don't think I'm worth 10%? You don't think I'm worth 10%?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what I charge is not an issue. The issue is how much money can I make you? How much easier can I make your job? How much more home time can I get from you? While at the same time making you more money. So let's not fixate on what I charge. Let's fixate on you making your business more successful. I'm teaching you all to learn how to be salespeople. I'm teaching you all to learn how to close that day. Because a lot of these training platforms, they miss the most important part of the entire training, and that's sales. This business is sales. Whether you all know it or not, you have got to learn to become salespeople. The most successful people in this business are salespeople. Because without the sales aspect of it, you don't have clientele. Does everybody understand that? And if you all practice the script, and if you follow me enough, you will get just as fluent as I am with handling objections, because you're not trying to think of what to say. Because your same transition phrase is going to be the same. I don't care what they ask you. Sir, I understand, but let me ask you a question. Ma'am, I understand, but let me ask you a question. That's your trend. I don't care. You have to make that transition 50 times during the conversation. Whatever objection they come up with, your response is always and forever will be, sir, ma'am, I understand. Let me ask you a question. That's a transition. Because you don't have to think about it. And anything that you have to think about, and you just said it just out of just sheer knowing what to say, you seem what? More knowledgeable. You seem more confident in what you're saying. And that is the key to sales. Don't let nobody fool you. Coming off sounding knowledgeable and confident is the key to sales. When you got to go, you try to think of something, you try to think of something new, because you're thinking of something new, you're getting off script. Now everything that come up after that has got to be new, which means you're doing this. Hold on, let me think for a minute. Okay, this guy he don't know what he's doing. I'm not gonna this guy. You see what I'm saying? That's why the script is so important, the way that we teach the script. That's why the transition, when I say use the same transition every single time. That way you don't gotta think about what you're saying, and that way you stay on track, you stay on script. You always sound like you know what you're talking about. You always come off sounding confident. And then the second part of that is now you got to back it up. Okay, which goes into the training that we train you on how to locate dedicated freight. It goes into the technical training part of it. But the first part is very important. Sales. That's the first part. Sales. Sales, 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 sales. Okay. All right. So now we've gone over equipment. We've gone over compliance. We've gone over what makes dispatches legal. We've gone over showing you all how to view the series. Oh, let's go over this. If you ever get stuck on anything, or if you need to find something, you can go right to YouTube. You go right to YouTube. I'm sure y'all here. You go to YouTube, and all you got to look for is put in whatever it is you're looking for. Put in RBBS, and let's say you want to know how to find dedicated freight. DED RBBS dedicated. Just do that, and what's going to happen? It's going to pull up all of our stuff on dedicated. Y'all see how I did that? Private Consultation, dedicated box trucks. Load board report, dedicated routes. Dispatch, that's compliance, but locating carriers. Anything dealing with dedicated that we have mentioned in dedicated is going to pull up. Let's say you want to know something about invoicing, RBBS invoicing. You just click RBBS invoicing. And it's going to pull up all of our stuff on invoicing. Okay? Plain and simple. Let's say you want to look up something that has RBBS shippers. It's going to pull up the broker series, onboarding shippers, shippers and clients, how to find shippers and clients on social media. So there you go. Okay. Anything you need to search for within our videos, always pre-tag it on YouTube, RBBS, and then what it is you're looking for. Chances are, with our more than 600 videos that we've done over the last 3 to 4 years, we've got something that covers whatever it is you're looking for. Okay? So that's how you're able to quickly find stuff, find the video pertaining to what you're looking for. Okay? Now, this is going to become even better once we get our new people who have their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers when they start their YouTube channels. Because it's not only going to just pull up the stuff that I am doing, it's going to pull up everything that they are doing too under the name of RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. And for those of you who were wondering, this YouTube money hits different. Trust me, it hits real different. Okay? This YouTube money hits very different. For those of you who are thinking about getting your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, this YouTube money hits real different. Okay? I'll show y'all something that I normally don't show people. But this YouTube money hits different. And I think my YouTube, our revenue has actually taken a dip in the last 28 days. But it's normally around about $200, $220 per video per month. But now I think it took a dip because I've stopped doing a whole bunch of promoting. See, it's dropped down to $99.79. Okay, which means I need to ramp up on my promoting my videos more. I need to put more of them out there because I'm down on my viewership. My views are like about 1,000 less than normal. Even though I'm getting 3.4 thousand views every 28 days. See right here? I'm getting that every 20 days, but that's down about 1,000. My watch time is down. Usually my watch time is about 760. It's usually it's 253 hours more than the 706.7 hours per 28 days, every 28 days. It's used up around 900, close to 1,000 hours. Okay, my subscribership is down by 44 less. I usually get about 60, 70 plus subscribers each every 28 days. That's down. A lot of this is down because I've just not been feeling well with COVID and stuff. So the last 28 days, I kind of have slacked off on promotions and doing videos and stuff like like I normally do because I've been down with COVID and stuff. But I'm getting ready to start back doing the my morning videos for the low board report because that really boosts my views a lot. But even at that, I'm still averaging $99.79 per video. Now, mind you, I have 440 some odd videos that are monetized. I have 460 monetized videos, I think. Let me put a content. Let me see here. How many videos do I have on here that's monetized? I've got, what's my video count for monetized? Now give me a second here. Monetization. How many videos do I have? I'm trying to find my video count, my monetized video count. Channel. Let's show you how many videos I've got on here. Videos about. All right, here we go. I've got, how many videos do I have this monetized? I know there's a way I can see how many videos I have. I'm trying to figure out, trying to see what my videos are. How many do I have? Upload, sort by. Where's my channels? Playlist. I know there's something on here that shows the number of monetized videos that I do have. I'm trying to figure out where they are.
You might have to go to manage videos over there and see.
But I thought I did that already.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought I clicked on manage videos.
Go down there to monetization, maybe over there to the left.
Views, comments, visibility, dashboard. Let's try dashboard. Watch time, views, current subscribers, news. There's usually an area that shows me the number of videos that I have that I'm monetized. Comments, let's do monetization. Ads, shopping, supers. Oh, where is the thing that shows my video count? Content, slice, live, posts, videos, age restriction, description, monetization, title, views. I know there was something on here that shows how many monetized videos that I have. Analytics, let's go with that. 28 days, updating live, subscribers, content, show more, what it may 8 hours. I know there used to be something on here that shows the exact number of monetized videos that I have. All right, but I know I've got about 440, 460 monetized videos. And I'm averaging about $99 per video per month on ad revenue. So as you all can see, that YouTube money gets pretty good when it comes in. Where is my number of videos? I used to see that all the time. I used to see that all the time. Content, audience, revenue, research, content, playlists, subtitles. Let's go back to my channel. Let's go to about. I can't believe that it's not showing me the number of videos. I used to see that all the time. I know it's somewhere on here. I just got to figure out where it is. Uploads. All right, all videos. Let's do that. I don't know why it's not showing me the number of videos. Okay, but I know I got over 440. I just don't know how I can pull them up now. Uploads, past stream, live, sort by most popular. They added newest with a customized channel. See what that looks like. My branding. More videos. Comments, playlist, dashboard. It should be a dashboard. It should be a dashboard. There's the views. There's the watch time hours. There's the estimated revenue per video. 48 hours. It's not your blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know why I can't see the number of videos. And I know I've been able to pull this up and see the number of videos that I've had. I don't know why I can't see them now. Probably because I'm looking for it. I can't find it. You know, you be looking for something, and anytime you're looking for something, you can't seem to find it. Content. All right. Likes, dislikes, comments, date, restrictions, monetization. All right. These are all the monetized videos. And I know I got more than 400 of them. You got 30 on each page. There's 50 on each page. So that's 50. That's 100. That's 150. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. That's 200. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. $250. $300. $350. All right. So it's showing here that I've got 339 monetized videos. So 339 monetized videos is what it's showing. I thought I was around 400, but 339. So you can do the math on that. On my monetized videos, I got 339. I must have about another 100 or so that are not monetized. But on my monetized videos, 339 monetized videos. Okay. So, and I'm averaging roughly $99 per video per month. So there you have it. That YouTube money is different. So those of you who are thinking about getting your own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, here's the thing here's the thing that you're gonna want to consider when thinking about starting your own YouTube channel. And if you have the trademark, your YouTube channel has to have the name RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay. Here's the reason why that is. Because YouTube works on algorithms. All right. Whether or not they're going to present you with an opportunity to earn money from your videos and sharing the ad revenue. I think you got to have like 1,000 subscribers and so many views. 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 views, or 5,000 views, or I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views, or 1,000 subscribers, 500, whatever it is. You got to have X amount of subscribers and X amount of views. Maybe 500 subscribers and at least 1,000 views before they offer you the ad revenue. Okay. It took me about a year and a half to get to the point to where they offered me 55% of the ad revenue. And the way they do it is they put like one 15 to 30-second ad per every 15 minutes of video reel. That's why my videos like 2 to 3 hours long. I put the whole video on there. So I can get more ads on the video. Okay. Now I get 55% of the ad revenue. Now, that algorithm works on some of the analytics that I was just showing you all, the number of hours that people watch the videos. Because my hours are down, my ad revenue goes down. You see what I'm saying? But if my hours go back up to where they were before, my ad revenue is usually around, my ad revenue has been as high as $275 per video per month. That's how high my ad revenue has gotten. But that's because my watch time was up. People were spending more time viewing my videos. People were doing this, and that. You know, they're spending more time. They're watching more videos more often. They come back watching the videos 2, 3 times. They're spending more time on them. So my watch time is down because I've kind of slacked off on, my YouTube stuff because I've been down with, feeling kind of down with COVID and some other stuff that's been going on in my personal life. For those of you that don't know, I am going through a divorce. I'm almost at the end of it. So there's been stuff that's been from the outside that's caused me to not put as much as I usually put into my YouTube channel and my videos and stuff like that. But now it's starting to, I'm starting to get back into it because I'm going to start back doing my low board report, which is every morning at 6 a.m. where I go in and find freight for free for owner operators that call up. And so I have more engagements when I do stuff like that. And also by incorporating other owners now, we're going to have more YouTube videos out there. So my 8,000+ subscribers, if you got your own YouTube channel under the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, it stands to reason that a good portion of my subscribers are going to go over and subscribe to the other RBBS channel too. Because they're going to want to see what they're doing. Right? You're going to see what other trainers that we have under the RBBS brand are doing. So what took me a year and a half to accomplish, the new RBBS Logistics Learning Center owners should be able to accomplish that within a couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months top. So they're not going to have to build from the ground up like I did. I've already built the brand. So, they're going to have the advantage of having 8,000+ subscribers already built in that are coming over and subscribing to their stuff too. On top of that, I'm going to be sharing stuff from their channel on my channel and vice versa, and with other RBBS owners. But even though I'm sharing their videos on my channel, they are getting the credit for the video watch time and the video view count. But they are also sharing my videos on their channel, so I'm getting credit for the video watch time and video view count. And they're also, like Darren shared my videos, he's also sharing this Caldwell video, Caldwell shared this Jen Williams videos, and I'm sharing Jen Williams. We're all sharing each other's videos, while at the same time, we are generating our own original content. So you see how we are using the algorithm by having more RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, having more owners and more people doing their own training stuff under the same name. We are using the algorithm to bolster our ad revenue. Y'all see that? I know it sounds kind of complicated, but trust me. Because the goal is to get to the point till we hit that 1 million subscriber mark. And that's a whole new form of revenue. They got a kid on YouTube, I think he's like 12 years old now. He started out when he was like 6 or 7. He does toy reviews. The kid's got like 2 million subscribers. He's making like $1 million, $2 million per year on YouTube. 12 years old. Let me see if I can find the toy review. Ryan, that's his name, Ryan. Little, I mean, yeah, here he is. And his name is Ryan, I think. Is this him? I think it's, yeah, Ryan's. Yeah. Y'all see this right here? 32.8 million subscribers. Do y'all see that? I'm subscribed to. I watch his video. I don't have to. I'm watching video. I mean, this little kid does toy reviews. He's got 32.8 million subscribers. Can you imagine what his ad revenue is? That's why he's bringing in more than $2 million a year in YouTube ad revenue. Just, I mean, he's had more than 62 million views. 62 million views. Makes my 440,000 views look like, right? But this is the power of being an influencer on YouTube. This is the power of knowing how to use the algorithm. And trust me when I tell you all, the earning potential for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center is just off the charts when you factor in YouTube channels and all that other stuff. And remember, when I showed you all my earnings report for the last, let's say, 3 years on my Square account, let me sign in here, show y'all what I'm talking about. When I show you my earnings report for the last 3 years, remember that is just strictly only for the dispatch training and the freight broker training. That does not include YouTube channel money. That does not include what else we have. That does not include reports, customer reports. That does not include our new training platform, our vocational school. It does not include customer reports. It does not include all right. There's my revenue over the last three and a quarter years. Because the first year I really didn't do anything. The first year I spent just setting everything up because I didn't get started until like in the middle of that year, and it was just getting everything set up. I didn't start actually marketing and taking enrollments and stuff until after the first year. So this is all about 3 years. This is 3 years of earning report. My last 3 years of earnings with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center on the dispatch training platform and the freight broker training platform alone. That does not include YouTube money. That does not include the revenue that we get from our new the easements that we just started this year. This does not include the revenue from our new training platform where we're training owner operators to make more money. It doesn't include it, and it does not include the vocational school. So when you get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center, you're not just getting just our training platform, which is what this revenue is based on right here, on just the dispatch training and the freight broker training, the stuff that you all signed up for. That's all this is for. None of this includes all the other stuff that we do with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. But when you get your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center, you're getting the dispatch training platform, the freight broker training platform, the easy lease, the truckers training platform, and you're also getting the vocational school registration. You can register students for the vocational school. And 100% of everything your RBBS Logistics Learning Center earns goes into your account. And then you pay me at the end of each month. Essentially, I am becoming an employee of my own company. That's basically what I'm doing. I am becoming an employee of my own company. You all become the owners. I become the employee. Even though I still own the company, I'm still basically just an employee of my own company. Do you all see the potential in owning an RBBS Logistics Learning Center? I hope you all do. Okay, but great potential there. All right. So, but there you have it. And the goal is to get to where this guy is, this young kid is. Yeah, my hat's off to him. I come on here and yeah, I actually watch a lot of his videos. I mean, I do. I mean, the kid is great, but he is racking up on that YouTube money. He really is. He really is. So it is a business within itself. It truly is a very, very profitable business on the YouTube side of this. The YouTube side of this is very profitable. Okay. So this right here. But the YouTube side of this is very profitable. All right, everybody. All right. So that's basically it for tonight's training. We went over the stuff we need to go over for compliance. We went over the stuff we needed to go over for the type of equipment that you're going to need. We went over the stuff you're going to need to know for the equipment you don't need. We went over what makes you legal. We went over, is dispatching legal? We went over the attributes and things that you're going to need to have to make this work. So that's it. That's the first phase of our training, which is compliance. That's step number one. Next week, we will be going over how locating your own operator. So now that you got everything down to compliance, we go to the first step. First step is how to locate your own operator. So I'm just showing you all how to use your owner op locator sites and what a soft how to locate soft targets and hard targets. Soft targets are people who are what we call soft closers. These are people who are already pre-exposed or who have already expressed an interest in having someone to help them find freight. So those should be easy to close. You're not going to have as many soft closed targets as you're going to have as hard closed targets. Hard closed targets are like true cold calls, but you're going to have like 30,000 of them call in one state. Okay. Every owner operator registered in every state, so in each state you got about 20,000, 10,000, 30,000 owner operators you can call who just have 1 to 5 trucks. Those are going to be the true, cold calls. The caller, use the pitch the way we train the pitcher, you should be able to close 1 out of 5. The soft targets, you also be able to close 6 out of 10. Okay, you should be able to close 1 out of 50 on the hard target, but on the soft target, you should be able to close about 5 to 6 out of 10 of them you call on the soft target, on the soft close. So that's what we're going to go over next week. All right. Anybody have any questions real quick pertaining to compliance and stuff that we're going over tonight? Any questions? Questions.
I just got one quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
I know I just signed up this morning, so now I just have to. I watched the one video, the first video, like you said. So now I just have to wait till I get approval because I got another email, but I wasn't for sure.
Well, you got approval because you got into the back office. How did you get to the back office?
Right. Yep. Okay.
I mean,
Right.
yeah. I mean, you got approved because you're on this Zoom call. If you didn't get approved, you wouldn't be able to access the Zoom. You would not be able to access that part of the website. Because everything that's on that more section is secure access only.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you have your approval. So you're able to get to the back office and watch the 7 video series. If you have questions, look it up on YouTube. If you still have questions, give me a call. I don't mind you giving me a call as long as it's during business hours. And you ask me just a quick question, 1 or 2 quick questions. But if you get into one to 5, 6, 7 questions, it's going to take more than 15 minutes. You need to schedule a private consultation. Okay, because I have private consultation. I usually do Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I don't do private consultations on Thursdays and Fridays. I do it on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Did you enjoy your first night of training?
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I try to make things different. I try to add a little bit more of my personality into the training. Actually to make it more real, make it more down to earth. A lot of people say they like that, and that's the only way I know how to train anyway. So whether you like it or not, that's all I got. So, but in the near future, you all are going to be seeing more than just me doing training. You all are going to have Darren Stevens. You're going to have Miss Barbara Caldwell. You're going to have Miss Jen Williams. You're going to have, and another gentleman contacted me on LinkedIn. He's got a group of about 4. There is some entrepreneur group, and about 4 of them are thinking about getting their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So we're going to have a lot more people who are going to be that you all are going to be have access to for mentorship, to follow, for training, to attend their live trainings. Once we get them all set up, RBBS is going to quickly become the go-to training platform for dispatchers and freight brokers and owner operators. So why would you go to a training platform that only has one trainer, one instructor, one mentor, one YouTube channel, one live training session? Why not go to a company that has a wide spectrum of different personalities people to learn from, different training nights, different platforms, different, just the whole 9 yards. So we are quickly going to become the go-to training platform in the industry. Okay, so look for it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. All right. That's gonna do it. I appreciate you all for joining me. I thank you all as always. Much love to all of you all. Our platform is growing. It's going to grow very quickly here within the next couple of months with the induction of our new RBBS Logistics Learning Center owners. Again, congratulate them. Miss Jen Williams, Miss Barbara Caldwell, Darren Stevens. We got hopefully about 4 or 5 others who are going to be coming on here very soon. Gentlemen, like they contacted me through LinkedIn this morning, said he's very, very interested. He's going to be talking with his investor group, and he's got about 5 or 6 people in his investor group, and they are in the trucking, in the trucking industry. I think he said they own about 12 or 13 trucks right now that they're running. They own some trucks, and they were looking at getting into dispatching. But when they saw the offer to own an RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the vocational school aspect and the easy lease, that was just a whole new appeal to them. So now they're thinking about, just doing, jumping into that, and which will be a great move for them. So we look forward to bringing them on board. We look forward to more people becoming RBBS Logistics Learning Centers owners. All right, everybody. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all for joining me. You all have a great, great, great night, a great weekend. I'll be back here on Saturday for the Brokers Hour, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same Zoom link. I'll be back on Saturday for the Brokers Hour. You're welcome, Ms. Johnson. And I'll be back here for the Brokers Hour on Saturday. On Sunday, 6:15, I have the training for the owner operators, how to run a truck. Truck driving school taught you how to drive a truck. RBBS Logistics Learning Center will teach you how to run a truck and to make your truck profitable while having more home time. And then on Monday night, we have our owners meeting, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center's owners meetings for our trademark owners every Monday night, 7 p.m. to about 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll see you all back here next Thursday for dispatch training. And starting up in August, look for me every morning, Monday through Fridays, 6 a.m. for the load board report. I'm starting to back up. Starting back on August the 1st. Okay, starting back on the first Monday in August. The load board report will be starting back. So I'll be coming back. So I know I took some time off of that, so I need to get back to it because a lot of people like that load board report. I have a lot of people just calling in, and of course I give away free freight. on the low board report, and people get to see how this is done live. So I'll be doing that again, starting up in the first Monday in August. So look forward on YouTube, live on YouTube every morning, the low board report. Thank you all, and y'all have a great evening. It's been a blast. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.